That good and hitting good?
It's very, very nice.
Oh no, what's with that voice?
I don't know what's this. It's thick as shit.
Hey guys, welcome to the Fireside Cigars again. I'm Chris. He's Chris.
That's John. And we haven't even been drinking. Well, I haven't. He hasn't.
I'm Connor.
I'm lost.
He's Chris. Josh is actually behind the camera because apparently we're mixing it up today.
That explains a lot, doesn't it?
It must be the snow. Did we mention that there's like 12 feet of snow outside right now?
Like, you know, as in inches and like not 12.
It's the fishing story. I caught a fish this big. Not the dick, that was a fish. And that is just tobacco, by the way. Hashish.
Shisha.
What flavor? Do we have the box?
Pink lemonade.
Pink lemonade. Wouldn't expect some fruity ass drink like that, but
He's liking it. Tonight we are doing the Battleground Rebel. I can see Andrew Jackson's picture on there. That's the it's a Robusto, I think, Josh, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the general for the Robusto size. And for all the people who are politically correct and offended by the fact that there's a Confederate general on a cigar.
I just like giving people the finger.
Bam,
JJ! Inside joke.
So, I'm not sure exactly what makes it up. Josh, do you know more about that?
It's Nicaraguan wrapper, and that's all I know.
Okay, yeah, it's a little bit of a, it's like a mild medium, very flavorful for a mild cigar. It's got creamy notes to it.
Right off the rip. I mean, it's stanky coming right out the wrapper. It's going to be a heavy hitter, I think.
It's really not that bad. I don't know, my perception is skewed because, again, my taste buds are dead.
How much a stick?
$7, $8. They come in larger sizes too.
Lighter still working?
You can get them all the way up to the Lancero, which is a size up from a Churchill if you don't know.
Fucking lighter's dead.
Matches you.
Muchas gracias, senor.
Yeah, we'll smoke it. We'll tell you what we think. I've had it before. I think it's a great cigar, but
Never.
well, it's fresh.
Well, I was right now.
Fresh in our mind. We'll do the review and we'll come back to you. So, this is here to make sure Chris behaves.
It's going to be tough to make me behave considering it's mine and legal.
Oh yeah, because we're so gangster, Chris. Everyone thinks that we're, you know.
What side? The best side.
White trash.
We're going to get to these. We're a little ways in. Ignore the mountain in the video. Billy. We're going to enjoy these. Guesstimate how long? I say about an hour, hour 20.
Hour and 10 minutes to split the difference.
It is 6:34, so we'll rock these out and then we'll get back to you guys, alright?
Also, minor correction, apparently Josh informed me it's an Ecuadorian wrapper with Dominican filling.
Nicaraguan filling.
Yeah, well,
Can't wait.
we're bound to get it right eventually. But on the Ecuador part, it's actually it's Connecticut tobacco grown in Ecuador, so it's Connecticut seed, if I'm not mistaken.
So kids, we'll see you shortly.
Damn Ecuadorians taking our jabs.
Oh, what the fuck. Hey everybody, welcome back. It is 8:15. I think it's time to finish up. Connor here is started on another cigar. He can tell you about it real quick. We're going to do a review on it a little bit later, if you want, sir.
It's Perdomo Habano, Connecticut. It's a
Let's see that.
lower side of medium-bodied cigar. Great smoke, great draw, super smooth smoking cigar.
Yes, sir.
I was actually I like a lot of variety. I've said before that every time I see something I haven't seen before and it looks interesting,
I was like, I had to have it.
I pick it up. But I went on a kick with these for like 3 or 4 weeks straight. I was smoking only these for a whole month. So that's how good it is.
I don't took one dragon. I'm like, yeah. So definitely gonna look forward to that.
Yeah. But on to the task at hand. The
I don't have one.
the Rebel.
I'll hold that up for you.
Just a quick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a battleground. We're wearing our battleground wear.
Swag.
Quick thing about battleground cigars. They have a few. Actually, they have a lot of different stuff out there. Stuff for most palates and tastes, and a lot of varieties of sizes. But they have their general series, and you can see that the Rebels are all these silver bands, and the regular Connecticut's gold banded. And there's a few other varieties they have. They have their Maduro cigar. They have the old powder keg, old powder keg
Fire.
Old Powder Keg Fire, and the OPK, Old Powder Keg Corojo. They have the Armistead, which we've done on here before, I think.
The Lincoln. There's a whole...
Lincoln Infused, the Darby.
A lot of the presidents and stuff revolving around history.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Anyway, it's a good smoke. For me, it's a very sweet, earthy, almost a hay-like. It's not the same earthiness you get out of Maduro. It's lighter than that. And so, weird cigar terminology thing. When someone says it's a hay cigar, we don't mean it's like you're going into the local frickin' stable and just like chomping on a big thing of hay.
Hey, that sounds like a bad idea.
It does.
Hey, don't do that.
Funny, my grandfather used to say, "What, you guys smoking hay in the back of the barn there?"
I think you're referring to weed, though, back then.
Yeah, he was a little nutty. I don't know where that expression came from. So it's like that smell you get when you walk into a stable and there's fresh hay.
Yeah.
That translated to taste.
I agree to that.
So that's why we say that. There's some spicy notes in it. Which is why I really like it. It's smooth. It's got a creaminess to it too.
That's one of the strongest flavors on it. I'd have to put myself in your category as in a very heavy cigar smoker. The brain fart. The Christophs. And
Yep.
a lot of the spicier cigars, I didn't know what to expect, especially by smelling it. That it was very heavy, like woo. But it was extremely mild. It was very consistent all the way through. You know, I compare coffee to the cigars I smoke quite a bit, and I'd put that as a 2 and 2. You know, cream and sugar. It was very mild, but consistent all the way through. I enjoyed it. It burnt down. I think this one's mine here. Nope, that's not mine. Where's my punch? I don't really have one. Nope.
It's in the center of the ashtray.
Yeah, F it. But it was good. It burned very evenly. We got just shy of an hour, I think.
Yeah.
Out of them, we were all about the same spot and where we put them out and stuff. I personally wouldn't jump out and be like, holy fuck, you gotta get this cigar. But if you prefer a more milder cigar without all that kick you in the face kind of shit, it definitely fits it. Room note, I don't think it would piss off all your friends. You could smoke that around everybody and they're not gonna be all pissed off.
Yeah.
Unless they wanted one and you didn't share with them because you're a greedy bastard, but... But
like I'm being right now.
Yeah, he didn't bring any for us to try out, but Josh, what'd you think of it?
Nothing really too much to add. Good mellow cigar, nice spice profile, which is something that I like. But it wasn't anything that was going to knock you on your ass, like Chris was saying.
And it didn't make you lightheaded.
No, it certainly didn't.
Cigar that's going to give you that cigar buzz.
It's a good middle ground cigar, and for the price point, I can't recommend it enough.
There are two cigars I always recommend to people. They're like, I'm looking to get into it, what do I try? One of them is the Rebel because it breaks that line between good flavor and mildness. A lot of cigars, and I love Fuente, but the Connecticut Fuente Chateau, to me that's just too light. I can't do that. A lot of the Macnudo cigars, I can't do them either because they're super light, and also I think their tobacco just tastes like shit.
I've never had one that burned evenly. They flake off, and
yeah, well,
and that has a lot to do with the way that they carry the cigars wherever you buy them from.
That's true. Yeah, humidification matters a lot, but they've never really done it for me. So I like those. The other one I recommend is an Excalibur #1, which we like to right up on.
I have a prop sword. How would you rate it?
The Rebel.
The one we just smoked.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Rebel.
It's like a 7.5, maybe even just a 7 for me.
about you, Josh?
I'd probably go for about 7.5. Same with Connor.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 6.5, but I could be pushed into a 7.
It certainly isn't anything outstanding that I would have to buy a box at the drop of a hat of, but it's something that I would keep on stock in my humidor for, you know, passing out to people.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Even I'd smoke one and say I'm out in the water or something like that. It's not a cigar that I have to pay much attention to just because of the construction.
You know, that's funny you said that. You know, I go kayaking and stuff a bunch, and I enjoy a cigar when I'm out on the water because it's safe. You can't burn down the forest because you're on the water. It wasn't heavy enough where if you had to put it in your mouth, leave it in your mouth, and you were rowing or whatever, the smoke isn't epically crazy strong and spicy where it's going to burn your face, so you can keep it in your face and you can still row and stuff. So
That's
it's
not like the Mysterioso I was smoking this morning, where I was doing the leaves. I was taking the leaves to the dump while it was snowing because fuck my life. And
waited too long. That's your fault.
and like I got a good just whiff of it right up my nose. I was like, hold on, I need to take a break here from dumping the leaves to breathe again.
TMI moment, you know, because if you're sitting around the fire, which some of the videos have been, or you had a couple beers and you're having a cigar, if you put it in your mouth while you're tapping the kidney, that's peeing for you kids. If you have it in your mouth and you got to hold it there for a second and you're trying to whiz and the smoke is heavy, it's a bitch. So. Well, that cigar wouldn't really hurt you, and not that most people are going to bring their cigar with them while they're peeing, but it's a side note, it's not going to kill you.
Well, there are other things, like last week, Chris and I were working on a project.
Oh, yes.
And I like to, when I'm tinkering around, I'll have a cigar in my mouth or my pipe, and it's a real son of a bitch getting that smoke in your eye while you're trying to do
Yeah,
something.
you got a Dremel in your hand and you're trying to cut some shit, and next thing you know, you're missing a finger because you couldn't see what you're doing. The cigar won't do that. You have to put that in the selling points.
But, unless you guys have anything else to add, I think that wraps it up for us.
Stay tuned. We're definitely going to...
We'll have more for you, as always. We might be able to do something a little bit more seasonal. Christmas is coming up.
We're definitely doing some cigar videos for the holidays, so we'll be, feasting greatly.
I'd like to do a Connor's Corner video on holiday gift recommendations for the cigar smoker in your life.
That's a great idea. I didn't even think of that.
Just because people come into the shop I hang out all the time. Yeah, my husband really likes cigars, but I have no idea what to get him. So.
Don't buy him something unless you know what it is, because if you're a cigar smoker, there's nothing worse than popping a cigar and it's absolutely shitty.
Yeah, so when someone brings you back a dehydrated Cuban round.
Nothing worse than getting an acid cigar when you can't stand them shits. You saw how he handled them, just putting it out there.
So I'll end this episode by saying, Drew Estate, you're a cool company. But dump acid, please.
Can't say anything else. Stay tuned. We will definitely be doing some more stuff. This video is today, Saturday. So sometime by noontime tomorrow, this video will be out.
Well, they wouldn't know that unless they see it.
I was talking to the future right now. So, yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Stay frosty, because it's snowing outside. Peace out, kids.
Hey.